This is the Yeti. Okay, there's that. You're not hearing this. Okay. There they can hear us. Okay, we should be live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. We're going to be doing some quiet year. Still getting up for Season 2 of Thunder Rift. Yeah, I don't know. I guess let's just do some intros and then we'll get into it. As we're doing the intros, people watching in chat, let me know how the audio levels are between myself and our players, because I fucked around with shit yesterday and forgot what the original settings were, so levels may be off a little bit. Let's see, we'll just go overlay order. Jeremy, what god are you playing tonight?
I'm Frabody, the cruel striker, dwarven badass, and destroyer of swamps.
There you go. Over on the other side, up top, Jeff, tell us about your deity.
Oh, hi, I'm McGivern. I'm the one. That's all I've got so far, because there can be only one. I am the one. Yeah, that's basically it. Various things about meat and arrows and stuff in my my worshipping platform. Still working on it, revising it here and there, you know, that kind of thing. But it should be fun. Yeah.
Very cool. Bert.
Hey, I'm playing Mifune, farm boy turned thief turned combat chef. Definitely the sidekick to the greatness that is McGavin.
Very cool.
I mean, someone's got to prepare his halfling. I mean, you know.
Okay. Yeah, so no Dan tonight. Dan's not feeling good, so sadly he can't make it. Player volume is a bit higher than me. Thank you. Too old. I can adjust that right there. Hopefully that evens it out. And I can adjust the music too.
I think they want more music. More cowbell.
More music. More cowbell.
More cowbell.
Very cool. Okay. So yeah, last session we made it through spring and summer. So now tonight we're looking to do autumn and winter. Hopefully wrap this up tonight. Give me a little bit of time to hammer it all together, and then we can get into Season 2 of Thunder Rift. We're going to be doing with Fantasy Age. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I'm just going to roll us a D4. I'll be 1, Jeremy 2, Jeff 3, Bert's 4. And whoever it lands on is the one who's starting us off. We do have a couple projects still going, an elemental armory and an anti-communist wall. Other than that, our other projects are all wrapped up. I got a bunch of notes that I'll have to review at some point. But anyway, let's roll this die and see who's starting us off. 1. Me, that was a great idea to roll the die. Who came up with that?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's me. It's all me. Yeah. All right. I'll draw an autumn card. 6 of clubs. Let's go down here. 2. Start a new entry. Fall. And what do we got? Dice are pretty loud. Okay, let me readjust down here. Jeremy, say something.
Something.
All right, I see it. Say something again, Jeremy.
Something again, Jeremy.
All right, cool. I think that should even us out. And that should also fix the dice noises. Thank you, everyone in chat, for helping me. We should all just be silent and just mime the entire game. I love it.
Interpretive hand waves.
Okay, so introduce a dark mystery amongst the members of the community, or conflict flares up among community members, and as a result the project fails. I want to introduce a dark mystery, because I was just looking at the map earlier and I saw that setting kind of right next to Dick Bear Forest, kind of southeast of the plateau, is this place called Wizard Spire. There's a dark mystery going about Wizard Spire. They're working. All the wizards in Wizard Spire have begun work on some new arcane project. They're being super secretive, so much to the fact that anyone who gets caught trying to listen in on it, they turn into sheep and just, you know, shear them and then eat them. Okay. There's that. And then I'll reduce some dice. So that means our elemental armory is complete. And our anti-communist wall has one turn to go. Then am I going to discover new, hold a discussion, or start a project? You know what? Let's just hold a discussion. I've already got this mystery, so let's do a statement. No, let's do a question. What is this project that the mages are doing in Mage Spire or Wizard Spire? Let's see. So we go clockwise. So Jeff, you get to answer first.
Can you ping where the Wizard Spire is again on the map?
Yeah, it's gonna be
Quite see it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, gotcha. So what is it, huh? It's a dark. Okay, so it's some kind of dark project the wizards are doing on Wizard Spire. I think okay. They're trying to summon into the world a god.
Ooh. All right, Bert.
So this god, when you make a new people, which they're trying to organically grow 3 quarterlings,
Oh,
a god has to exist before the people can exist. So they've got this farm project where they're sprouting 3 quarterlings from cabbage dung. Cabbage dung. There you go.
oh my gosh. That's so much strange spelling. Very cool. Jeremy.
Well, you know, magic is a strange sort of thing, and sometimes you got to sing to plants to make them grow. So they've had to recruit a bunch of bards from all across the country to bring them in. Except these here things only grow if you do like really heavy metal type of music.
Okay. Let's see. Do I answer my own question? I don't.
You answer it if it's a question, but you don't if it's a statement.
Okay. So let's see what we got. They're trying to summon a god into the world. They're trying to grow 3 quarterlings, and you have to have a god first before you can create a new people. And the 3 quarterlings are being sprouted from cabbage dung. They had to recruit bards to play heavy metal music to sprout the 3 quarterlings. They have summoning this god. They have gotten a holy message showing that this god is willing to move through and oversee the 3 quarterlings. And this holy message of, confirmation was a very simple Yeah. So, anyone unfamiliar with the DOK streams, that is the catchphrase of the reoccurring deity, Russell. That's right, Ashley. I said, yeah. Okay, that is my turn. That means, Jeff, you get to take the next turn.
All right, this is Autumn.
It is Autumn, yeah.
All right. Got a Jack of Clubs. A project finishes early. Which one and why? If there are no projects underway, restlessness creates animosity, which leads to violence. Who gets hurt? Do we have projects going?
We have one project, which is the anti-communist wall.
Okay. So I don't, it doesn't look like I have a choice. It just says the project finishes early. So that finishes. And then the question is why? Why does it finish early? Okay. Why does it finish early? Who was actually building it? Do we remember?
The Metro people, to keep the skeletons out, because they had the catchphrase, we're going to make the skeletons pay for it.
It finishes early because, strangely and mysteriously, the skeletons aided towards the end of its construction.
Oh. Okay.
All right. Then, all right. So then I get to do. I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember.
You can discover something new, hold a discussion, or start a project.
Okay. I will hold a discussion. Question. I'll just follow it up. Why did the skeletons suddenly want to finish the wall? So that's a question.
Okay. Bert, you get to answer first.
Because amongst the skeletons, they have oracles, you see, and the oracles foretell of a wave of three-quarterlings that just eat the land like locusts. But being three-quarterlings, they have problems climbing, so a wall is a perfect defense.
Okay. Jeremy.
Well, that's one section. Another section figures maybe they'll just play along. Let the wall get finished while they finish up their means of destruction.
Okay. My turn. So yeah, Oracle's foretelling the three-quarterlings biding time, playing nice so they can work on their weapons of mass destruction. And I mean that probably literally, because aren't the skeletons working on weapons to deflesh people?
Yep.
Yeah, they already have those submarines, so they can launch them.
Okay.
The Earth submarines.
I'm gonna add, because after the wall is complete, they intend to convert kind of like the DMZ area in the forest into a like giant magical like paradox realm. It's like an additional border between the Metro and the USSR, because of course the USSR can get underneath that with their submarines. All right, Jeff.
Yeah, these are all correct answers. And also they wanted, similar to the wave of quarterlings, it would likely protect, and they don't have to be as like precise anymore with their weaponry, because the wall will now protect them even in the DMZ. So yeah. Okay.
Nice. Very cool. So that was, I went, Jeff went, Bert goes.
Okay, we're in autumn.
Yep.
So being Four of clubs. The strongest among you dies. Ooh. What caused the death? Or the weakest among you dies. Who's to blame for the death? Ooh. Strongest among you dies. What caused the death? Oh, okay. So I can interpret this to mean either us or
whatever,
the people,
man.
right?
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man, so I'm going to interpret this: the strongest among the best amongst us, of course, is McGaven, but the strongest amongst us was Mifune. So the deity Mifune is dead. What caused the death?
Son of a bitch took the title of strongest.
I think that Russell had to be brought into this existence through a portal that was another living god. So Russell, like a chest burster, erupts from Mifune's chest, killing him in the process as Russell is born into this world.
Oh, wow. Okay. Sure. We don't have any projects setting out there, so take your turn, man.
All right. So, of course, with Russell now in our deific landscape, there must be a temple to Russell built. I think right here at this the delta below the Wizard Spire, it's a wonderful place to have a ziggurat or a flat top pyramid to Russell being built.
That's awesome. Just do like that. That's the wrong tool.
Russell tapped into the inner farm boy that was Mifune. You see, that was his inn.
That's awesome. Okay. That's your turn. That means it's up to Forbouty.
All right, Autumn. Here we go. Sorry, I'm trying to get us to do the thing. There we go. Now it is. What do we got here? All right. Someone sabotages a project, and the project fails as a result. Who did this? Why? Or someone is caught trying to sabotage the efforts of the community. How does the community respond? Was that their Ziggurat project?
Were you starting that as a project or a...
Yeah.
Okay, project.
Yeah.
Give me a D6 roll on it. See how long it takes. 5 turns. This. All right, so it's going to take 5 turns for that. Okay, so yeah, there's your project.
Well, I really hate to say it. Part of it's just me, Jeremy, being an asshole, and part of it's because Forbouty does have a strange bit of loyalty, and he's a bit pissed off that they did give Mifune the title of strongest, what for burden this thing here. So he figures he needs to remove that god so people start talking about how strong Mifune was to have birthed them in the first place. So Forbouty's folks are going to go fuck up that temple.
Okay.
I didn't have to like the man to respect him.
All right, Temple of Russell. Oh. Oh. Okay. So the Temple of Russell fell. So go ahead and take your turn.
So we can introduce a truth, question, or
yeah, you can discover something new, hold a conversation where you make a statement or ask a question, or you can start a new project.
Okay. So I'm going to ask a loaded question because it's fun for me. How does that like little crusade end up lead to an escalation between our country and the USSR. Like, we've reached the brink of massive weapons of destruction being launched. Why did this action lead to that?
Oh, wow. Okay, so this Forbauti destroying the Temple of Russell pops off it breaks the Cold War. Fuck. God damn it, and I have to answer that first.
I know.
It's because Forbauti imbued his followers with this holy fury and rage to go and kick this Russell Temple's ass, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just like, you know, modern day, one of the things they do to listen for, like, you know, if someone were to set a bomb off, is like seismic kind of activity. Both sides had this kind of thing, listening for the submarines. The other side's listening to see if something else is happening. Both sides are just paying so close of attention. And all of a sudden, these roided out Forbauti worshippers head over and just smite the shit out of this Russell Temple so hard, it sets both sides off, thinking that the other side has initiated first strike. That's my answer. Jeff?
All right, so is it known that the Forbauti followers did this, or is it just like it was destroyed and like
I don't think they played proper politics. I think they just caught word of it and went running. Like, some people might be in the know, but they didn't go through proper procedures by any means.
I'm gonna say that the Metro saw the destruction of this temple as an attack, a veiled attack on their way of life, because as the old folk saying goes, what goes better with meat but potatoes? And who wants to defeat meat but the skeletons?
Mm-hmm.
And so that.
Beautiful. Bert.
Right, so the skeleton oracles, foreseeing the ravenous three-quarterling sweeping across the plains, they were timing their great offensive to coincide with that, as the three-quarterling wave would soften up that side of the wall. But with the temple to Russell being destroyed, the three-quarterling raid across the land was delayed, and the oracle said that if they don't start their plans now, it will be too late. Without the softening happening from the three-quarterlings, they had no time. They had to do it quickly.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Jeremy, that was you, right?
That was my fault.
That's fantastic. So, Jeremy, go ahead and answer your question.
I mean, everybody just really wanted to do it anyways. They were all looking for excuses. It's a bit of mutually assured destruction. This isn't exactly a world where one side says, oh, I don't know, we shouldn't do that because it's bad for both of us. It's just a bunch of people just being big dicks to each other.
Nice. All right. Cool. That means it's my turn. It's my second autumn card. We're still doing 2 cards per season. 7 of clubs. Project isn't working out as expected. Radically change the nature. We don't have a project. Something goes afoul and supplies are ruined. Add a new scarcity. I want it to be, I'm going to add a new scarcity. But it's got to be a scarcity that both sides Okay, I got it. It's easy. Something that both sides would seriously miss having: cows. Because Metro, you know, they eat a lot of beef. They you know, they got some industrialized farming going on. But the skeletons, what does a growing skeleton need? Calcium. Best source of calcium, cheese and milk. Something goes afoul, we're blaming it on the three quarterlings. Three quarterlings. Unnatural appetite for cows. Okay. Okay. No projects. I am going to go ahead and just start a project. So we need a project up there. Let's see. The shit orcs down south, seeing that both sides are now hurting for the lack of cows, are going to start up they're going to try and industrialize their shit beetles and turn them into milk beetles.
Chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk. So yeah, they're gonna start, their project is going to be shit beetle dairy farms. And it is going to take just one turn. Nice and easy. All right. That's the entirety of my turn. Start a project. So Jeff, you're up.
All right. So, disease spreads through the community. Choose one. You spend the week quarantining and treating the disease, so project dice are not reduced this week. Or nobody knows what to do about it. Add health and fertility as a scarcity. How many projects do we have going?
Just the shit beetles.
I'll do the second one then. Nobody knows what to do about it. Add health and fertility as a scarcity.
Okay.
All right. And then let's see. What do I want to do? I think I'm going to I'm trying to remember exactly. Do we have a list of the projects we've completed somewhere?
Yeah, on the side.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm keeping track of all the projects. Actually, the Temple of Russell did not complete, but all the list on the side there in red.
Okay. I think I'm gonna discover something new.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to see where. Have we done anything? Has anyone done anything in the Brickwood yet?
Where's that hiding at?
It's off on the west.
No.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna say in the Brickwood, a species of animated conifer trees is discovered.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's for Dan.
There you go. Okay. So you didn't do anything with the project, so the ship beetle farms are up and running. Yeah, then that was your action. So that Bert, you're up.
Yep.
Okay, my second autumn card, 5 of clubs. The parish arrives. Who are they? Why have they chosen your community and for what? Small gang of marauders is making its way through local terrain. How many are there? What weapons do they carry? Okay, so we talked about our little rift here is being invaded from over the mountains because what was protecting us has failed. So this is the gang of marauders is from over the mountains. What weapons do they carry? They carry a weapon that is particularly useful against things made of bone. It seems to cause bone and calcium to become brittle and break. It's used as artillery, as they are well schooled in the fighting of undead. But they're a small gang.
Okay. Very cool. John, thank you for those bits. John says more projects. We don't have any current projects to increase the die on. So I'll tell you what, John, just name a project. Make something up and we'll throw it in there as a project. Okay, so yeah, Bert, if you continue your turn.
I am going to create a project as a means to try and unify all of these sides that are deeply mired and a war inevitable. They go to the teachings of Mifune, and Kitchen Stadium is opened the way for the best chefs from all regions to come and battle for the ultimate supremacy of their people. Kitchen Stadium is going to be located right there.
Second. Oh, I see it.
So that's a project. It will take 1 unit of time, whatever it happens to be.
All right. Takes 1 unit of time. Let's see. Bert, roll me another d6.
2.
All right. So also, chat has bought us the project Spirit Farming. Why don't the 3 of you decide where this spirit farm is going to be?
Who's doing it? Like, do we know which faction, or are we deciding that?
Deciding. All it was given was spirit farming.
I mean, we had that.
Go ahead, Jamie.
I mean, there was the cool place where the Naga had been in the first place. But I want to hear Jeff's idea.
I was gonna say DMZ because I feel like there's a lot of dead people there, and the spirits would be plentiful.
I knew it would be better.
Right. So we'll flesh spirit farming out more later. So Bert, you started your project, Kitchen Stadium. It's only going to take a week, so
Nice.
a new contest devoted to Mifune. Let's see, Jeff went, because Jeff... Where were we at? Jeff, you had health and fertility and...
I added Dan to the list
Yeah.
to the game tonight with the conifers.
All right, so Jeremy,
Right.
draw.
Autumn number 2. Let's see what we got. All right, then. The community works constantly, and as a result, a project finishes early, or a group goes out to explore the map more thoroughly and find something that has been previously overlooked. Well, that sounds fun. Where's a spot that we haven't really marked stuff up?
Let's see. We haven't really done anything up in the Fairless Hills or up in the Burning Hills. Pretty much the very kind of like north of the map, west of the USSR.
You know, the funny thing about the exploration in Fairless Hills, nobody's really gone in there too much depth, but it turns out some of those hills might actually just be ancient giants slumbering. Somebody went poking around in the wrong place and one of the hills sneezed and it caused a huge commotion.
Nice. Okay, so projects reduced. Kitchen Stadium is now up and running. All right, so Jeremy, take your turn.
Okay. Yeah, try to leave someone else would be fun. All right. Well, I feel like we've got some things that need to be switched. I think maybe we need to create a project of, patrolling the area and whatnot. You've got these dirty potatoes showing up. You might have lizard folk trying to come back in. We need to create a good and proper border patrol of sorts. Roaming around, making sure nothing sneaks its way in.
And
good old heroic border patrol.
This is going around like all of the Thunder Rift?
Mm-hmm. Like basically creating different units.
I love it. It's going to take 3 turns. I need this tool. Okay. So with that completes autumn. We drew 2 cards each. We're going to move into winter. Now, the thing with winter is there is a card in winter that ends the game. So we're each going to take 2 turns, or we're going to play till, 2 turns or someone gets that card, whatever happens first. So I will start us out with winter. Let me make a note of it. If I get this as the first one, it's going to be a very short night. All right. 9 of spades. Someone goes missing. They're alone in the winter elements. Choose one. The community organizes constant search parties. Eventually the person is found. Projects die aren't reduced. No one ever hears from that person again. Yeah, no one hears from this person who goes missing. Because I want to say it's the leader of the plateau. Throw some chaos up in that neutral area. All right, so then project spirit farming is done, so people are actively raiding the DMZ for spirits. 2 turns, let's see. I think I want to do a discussion. Let's see. Okay. Be a question with a little preamble here. So, with the skeletons, the USSR and the Metro both needing milk, and now the only reliable supplier of that are the shit orcs down south with their milk beetles. how does this affect the power dynamic of these two sides that are actively warring with each other? All right, Jeff, you get to answer first.
Can you repeat the question?
Okay, so the shit orcs are now producing milk, which both sides need. Oh, both sides
Gotcha.
don't need... Yeah, anyway, we'll go with it. Both sides need it. It's meat and milk from these shit beetles. They're now, because of this, both sides... Hey, Veronica, thank you for that sub. Let me refocus. Yeah, both sides, sorry. Both sides now need something from the shit orcs. How is this affecting the power dynamic? I guess we'll call it between the three factions, the USSR, the Metro, who both need something from the orcs, and the orcs in this newfound position of power. How's this affecting the region?
Okay. I think, let's see, how's it affecting the region? The orcs are probably overplaying their hand and presenting themselves as stronger or more integral than they truly are.
Okay. Bert?
So, trying to broker themselves as a third power. They are making deals with both sides, getting concessions from either side for the delivery of their product. And so this has brought the shit orcs up from a very meager existence to now being a more powerful faction. But as was said, they are overplaying their hand. They're not as clever as they think they are, and they're setting themselves up to be taken over by one side or the other.
What about you, Jeremy?
Well, there's a chance they could be taken over. That's one way it could go. Or you have some real spiteful son of a bitches in this world. I won't name names, but there might be some out there who would cut off their nose to spite your face and might just say, oh, you think you're going to take all the stuff from them orcs there? Well, I'll just destroy them and none of us get any milk. How you like that?
Okay.
And then that becomes the threat that's issued.
Fuck, and I have to answer that. It was way more fun when I was making you all do the heavy lifting. Let's see. It is forming the orc region into like an oligarchy. So these beetle farmers are becoming very rich and powerful, creating this huge social gap, which is just bound to collapse at some point, threatening a new realm of chaos coming out of the south. Okay, that's my turn, which then we kick it to Jeff for his first winter card.
Right, winter, 10 of spades. In preparation for the coming year, the community begins a huge undertaking, start a project that will take at least 5 weeks to complete. Okay, the self-mutilating Bonehill McGavin worshippers begin constructing a bone tower to heaven.
Okay.
So it's down in the southwest. Every time Every time I have a project in mind, I always draw a card that gives me a free project. So now I have to like come up with something else. Every time I like write it down, I'm like Bone Tower.
Oh man. I feel you. So they said it takes 5 turns.
It said at least 5. I guess I should roll a d6 just in case it's a 6.
Yeah.
It's a 5. It was meant to be. Okay. All right. Let's see. The halfling worshippers, this is another project, at the monolith are building a tunnel to hell to compete. There you go.
I love it. Roll me a d6.
Yeah, they're probably gonna finish first.
3.
3.
Yeah. Fantastic. Okay, that is your turn. Bert, you're up.
Okay, winter card 1. 7 of spades. What is winter like in this area? How do community members react to the weather? Winter... Because we're in a rift with high mountains to either side, winter is rather mild in this area, but does cause flooding when the winter snows melt. How do we deal with it? Being a mild winter, things pretty much carry on as normal, although many communities await the coming floods at the end of winter.
Okay. Very cool. I'll adjust the project dice. You want to kick your turn off. The border patrol is up and running.
Okay. So I'm going to make a statement. The spirit farming is... The spirits are actually being used for illicit drugs. It's being turned into a powder that people snort, and they get all the life experiences of the spirit that was made into the drug. And it's effective on both the fleshed and the non-fleshed.
Mm.
So it's a statement. So whoever's next.
Jeremy.
Well, I think the logical follow-up to that is necromancers become the new drug dealers, right?
Yeah.
And they start pushing croak all over the country.
Croak. Love it.
Okay. I have to make a statement adding to that. All right. It gives them the experiences from that spirit. Works on skeletons and the living. Necromancers become the new drug dealers. Croak also allows non-sentient things to gain the intelligence and awareness of that spirit. Meaning that if you can capture someone's spirit and having it turned into croak, you can shove that up a pig's nose, and all of a sudden that pig knows and is able to communicate the things that spirit knew.
Awesome.
Okay, Jeff.
Okay. And those spirits never dissipate. So once the pig is done having that situation happen to it, once it dies, it takes its spirit and the spirit it just taken. So it's this constant recycling of spirits. So like you can have multiple generations where people have been getting high on the same croak over and over again.
Nice.
Would you call that croak stepped on at that point?
Yes, I would. Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Jeremy, that was you, right? Who was that?
Nope.
That was Bert.
All right. So I need to do winner.
Yes.
All right. I'm rolling. Watch me in the game. All right. What do we have here? We've got winter elements destroy a food source. If this was your only food source at a scarcity, or winter elements leave everyone cold, tired, and miserable. Project dice are not reduced this week. So we've got flooding. What would be a good food source to get messed up by flooding?
Any growing crop of any form?
Yeah, so maybe we've got some wheat fields that get flooded. So grain is low. People are getting a bit hungry.
Okay. I will reduce the project dice. And you can take your turn.
Okay.
This one.
I think I'll do. It's probably. I assume it works best as a discovery. But amidst all this chaos and this famine, reports come in that a golden child has been found. Golden brown, at least. A new tater humanoid has shown up, but he's not so much really into like the murderous rampage or like sacrificing babies. It's more of a sweet potato, if you will, one that tries to bring the community together through inebriation and other consuming of libations. And I think it has a holy word. It's like kind of like you do Alucard to Dracula. So instead of "nyeh," it's for its holy word.
Love it.
And so you've just got this little sweet potato boy going around the country trying to help people. I can do nice things. I don't have to do all murderous rampage.
Okay. Let's see, Jeremy, that was your turn. That means it's my second winner card. Jack. All right. We've got an infected outsider arrives seeking amnesty. They have some much needed resources with them. Choose one. Welcome them into the community, remove a scarcity, but also introduce an infection into the community. Bar them from entry. They're a flower vendor, a flower merchant. That's O-U-R. Introduce an infection into the community. Oh, what infection are they going to have? This is great. I gotta Google this because I want to make sure I say the right thing. Osteoporosis. They come up with a transmittable form. Because that'll get everyone.
Oof.
Okay, so now osteoporosis is running rampant. And the tunnel to hell is complete. 2 more weeks for the bone tower. And I will take my turn. I don't know. Let's do a discussion. Let's see. How do the large, monstrous underground yams react to the new golden child? Jeff, you can answer that.
How do they react to the new gold, like the sweet potato one you're talking
Yeah,
about? Like
the sweet
that's the golden
potatoes.
child. Okay, because there's golden potatoes, and I was like, okay, let's get on.
Yeah, this
So
is
how
the
do-
new
how do-
savior potato shows up. How do the underground evil sweet potatoes, underground yams react to the new golden child?
Poorly. Let's see. That thou shalt suffer not a false idol to wait. Thou shalt suffer no false idols to live, or something like that. They'd take that fucker down. I'd say try.
Right, Bert?
So, in an effort to take down the golden child, they spread a rumor that slicing the golden child up and gently frying him in a pan will produce a meal that can bring back the dead.
Oh, wow. Okay, Jeremy.
Huh. Oh man. I like that. I like that a lot. What else could we do terrible? Responsible for the rumors. I think the other thing that might happen from that is, like, instead of just staying underground, they start exerting their influence a bit more overtly. Like, you know, when things don't go well to begin with, and maybe like some of his influence spreads, they start becoming a little bit more willing to unearth themselves. Not all the time, but you're a little more likely to see them overtly exert their influence.
Sure. All right, my answer to my question is they also form their own, I don't want to say legion, but, you know, small mercenary force to try and hunt down and kill the golden child. And this mercenary force is skilled in fire magic, and they call them the sweet potato fries. Okay. Jeff, you're up.
Okay. I just finished. I've been working on McGavin's 10 Commandments too. So I just got them all. I got 10 of them. It's not easy. It's hard.
Yeah.
All right. King of Spades. The game is over. The Frost Shepherds arrive.
Oh shit. That is it. That's the end.
I did it.
You did it, man.
That sucks.
All right. Let's see. I'm getting a little bit of notes finished. All right. Yeah, that's it. It is over. We've done it. Why don't
So we're gonna start. So just I don't know what you're carrying over from when I did this with you guys. So, like, we still have a few things unfinished. So we're starting the game with those things in the process of being constructed. So like the bone tower isn't quite done yet, but that's
a possibility. I need to take everything and kind of mush it and play with it and get it sorted out and get it kind of honed into an area we can play with. There's still going to be the question I haven't answered yet. Are we picking up right away in here? How much of a time gap is there going to be? Like, are we writing old history here? And then we get to play in the world that sprouts out of this. I don't know yet. I gotta figure that out in my head. So I'm not sure. Right. So I did make you all. So I gave everyone a list of things that I kind of wanted you to think about as we play, and I'll kind of go over what that list is. And if anyone has answers after I go over it, we'll share and talk about them. So one thing is the title of your god. What kind of domains does your god control? What does your God's holy symbol look like? Who worships you? What's the name of your clergy? What does your religion, those who worship you, what do they oppose? And what are the primary commandments of your worshipers? Anyone got a good title for your deity?
Did you have a document for that? I could
Yeah.
have swore I started writing it in, but I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, I
so
can't
it
see
should
mine
be-
either.
Can't see yours either. It should be there under Thunder Rift questions.
Yeah, it's in the journal section.
Yeah, journal
Questions.
Thunder Rift questions.
It's okay.
Because Bert, when I open up yours,
Oh, there we go.
I see he who bashes from the shadows.
But now it's changed. It's he who bashed from the shadows.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Past tense.
Oh yeah. I don't know why it would do that. It's very weird. All right. Jeremy, you got anything?
all right. So I mean, Forbauti means cruel striker, so that's what he'd go by. The cruel striker. Some folks might call him the dauntless. For domains, we've got battle, adventure, and spite. For a symbol, clearly it's going to be an axe splitting through the heavens. Who worships you? Badasses. The name of your clergy, the Choppers, or sometimes known as the Salty Dogs. Your religion is opposed to swamps, lizard people, and cowards.
I love it.
Some of your primary commandments are pain is weakness leaving the body, don't be a bitch, one riot, one chopper, loyalty should be earned with blood, but never betrayed, and if betrayed, murder the fucking shit out of that fucker and everything they hold dear. And true believers understand the riddle of steel, be one with the steel, and fuck the other fella up.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Jeff, what do you got?
All right. So title, I kind of just went simple. The one true meat, something like that.
Lovely.
Domains, meat, bone, and crafting. Because he was very good at making stuff.
He was. Yeah.
The symbol is an arrow plunged in meat. Let's see, who worships me? Self-mutilator, especially those in the Bone Hills, archers, meat eaters, and then craftsmen. Name of my clergy, I have a civilized version and an uncivilized version.
Okay.
So the civilized version is the ministry of meat, or ministers of meat, and then uncivilized are slaughter shamans.
That's awesome.
My religion opposes halflings, governmental/municipal infrastructure, and farming. And then the primary commandments for my worshipers, there can be only one, and his name is McGavin. If thou covetest thy neighbor, eat them and be merry. Thou shalt not suffer a fox or halfling to live. Thou shalt never put meat to flame. Thou shalt waste not blood, nor flesh, nor bone. Thou shalt cast out administrators and managers and any individual who claims governance over another. Thou shalt raise no crop, tend no garden, break no soil. Thou shalt wear garb only from flesh or bone or fur or hair. Thou shalt judge others by their actions, not the rumors that precede them. And thou shalt never split goods evenly, lest ye be a halfling. And those are those 10 commandments of McGavin.
Absolutely amazing. Bert, you got any more you want to throw in there?
I do. Okay, so his title is He Who Bashed from the Shadows. His domains are healing, because you steal from death, nourishment, because you steal from hunger, and just plain old theft, because you steal. The symbol is, of course, the griffin, his mate.
Yeah.
Who worships you? Those are the low prospects, but much luck.
Nice.
The name of your clergy, the deep fried. We oppose the golden child because being of low intellect but much luck, they believe that the golden child can resurrect their god.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And properly fried to a golden brown. Primary commandments for the worshippers, much like the domains. You steal from death, you steal from famine, you steal for the hell of stealing.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. That's what we got. was a lot of fun. I like this game for world building. I've got a lot to work on between now and our first session. I'm not sure when it'll be, because I know, Jeff, you'll be MIA for a little bit.
2 weeks I'll be gone. I'll be here next week, but gone 2 weeks.
Okay, so we might do a first session next week. Just kind of let everyone get their characters out. Then we might take a couple weeks off just so I have some time to assemble and plan, and yeah, that's what we got. This has been fun. It's been fucking crazy. It's amazing. Let's do some closing plugs and we'll get out of here hella early, and everyone can go to bed on time tonight, maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to, but it's an option. I'm going to go play the fuck out of some Stardew Valley on the couch. Let's see. Jeremy, tell us about this Patreon.
Yeah, Aaron Reese on Patreon. You've got comic books, you got artwork, you got maps, lots of fun stuff.
Very cool. Jeff, what you got happening?
Yeah, this Friday we're playing Hunter the Reckoning. Just came out, 5th edition version of it. It's basically just going to do character creation, session 0 stuff, that kind of thing. Saturday we're doing One Ring, 2nd edition again, continuing our campaign. Monday, you can catch everyone here as we play Holler for Savage Worlds. Everyone's in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And then, I guess also Saturday night we're doing Heart over on Grim and Perilous Place.
Yeah, there we go. Bart, what you got happening?
Yeah, on twitch.tv/Steam Steel Murder this Friday is BX Dungeons and Dragons, playing in the Stara universe. We're starting our every other Saturday Cyberpunk Red game this Saturday night. Sunday, going to be some Shadowrun using Champions hero system. Following Tuesday is 1st edition Dungeons and Dragons, as we are finishing up the middle module of the Desert of Desolation series.
Nice. Here on Defenders, come back Friday night, 10 p.m. Central. Joe's running some Anvia system he's making, and Alex and I are playing cannibalistic plant people. So I can't say cannibalistic. We're playing meat-eating plant people. So we've kind of hijacked the party, and we're just trying to kill everyone so we can eat their meat. And we're keeping the rest of party in constant fear and drive to appease us. It's a lot of fun. So it's Friday night, like Jeff said. Saturday night over on Grim and Perilous Place. There's some hearts. I'll be hanging out there. I'll be hanging out with Bert on Sunday for Shadowrun. Jeff Monday for... But yeah, that's what we got. We'll be back next Wednesday, this time slot, for our first session of Thunder Rift Season 2. Using the Fantasy Age system. So it's brand new system for me, so I guess I need to go read some more. But it looks fun. I guess until we see you next time, I need to queue up the end screen because I always forget to do that. Until next time, start fires, do drugs, and, always worship his starchy goodness. Deuces.